and welcome to this week's video email titled, When is good enough good enough? When you find something you really like when you're clothes shopping, do you buy it? Or do you think, I wonder if there's something even better just around the corner? I'm definitely in the second camp. I can spend hours trailing around shops looking for something better, only to eventually find myself back where I started, trying on the first thing I liked in the first place and thinking to myself, well, it's good enough. And then, having finally decided that this particular style really is the one I should go for, I somehow still manage to wonder whether there might not be a better version of the item somewhere else, in a different colour perhaps. As you know, I've been releasing a video on YouTube every day this month, introducing the separate letters of the musical diversity alphabet, and it suddenly dawned on me that I use exactly the same approach when choosing what musical examples to include in this resource. My search would begin innocently enough. I knew I needed a particular kind of music, instrument, sound or performance to illustrate something I wanted the children to explore. I'd find something that seemed to work. And then I'd think, could there be something better? So I'd search again, and again, and again. But these weren't searches simply based on my own indecision. They needed to meet a certain set of criteria. Is this a musically outstanding example? Is it appropriate for primary age children? What will children actually hear? What could they notice or discover? Does this example genuinely illuminate the musical idea that I'm trying to explore with them? Will it engage them? Does it offer something meaningful beyond the music itself? And even if I returned to my original choice, which invariably I did, I'd then decide I needed to search again, as there might just be a better interpretation of that particular thing. I followed this process more or less to the letter for every single item in the musical diversity alphabet. There are around 150 musical examples across the entire resource. I can't tell you how much time I spent burrowing through so many of those musical rabbit holes. And why did I do it? Partly because I wanted to provide the very best musical experiences I could, and I didn't want to leave any stone unturned. But also there was another reason too. At the time, having stepped away from full-time music teaching, I had something that most busy teachers don't have: time and headspace. Time to listen, time to compare, time to question, and time to keep searching until I was genuinely satisfied that I'd found the example that I believed would work the best. It has made me realise something. Finding a musical example is easy. Finding the right musical example for a particular group of children, a particular musical concept and a particular learning experience is something else entirely. And that's one of the things I was committed to in creating the musical diversity alphabet. Not simply a collection of musical examples, but carefully considered starting points for children's listening, discovery, connection and creativity, with the thinking and searching already done, and something that would engage the teachers just as much as the children. And perhaps that's where I struggle with the idea that good enough is really good enough. When we're choosing music that will shape what children hear, notice and discover, I'm not convinced that good enough is acceptable when I know there might be something better out there. It's got to be the best possible fit when it comes to educating children. And with that comes another realisation. I clearly have far higher standards when it comes to choosing musical examples for children's education than I do for when I'm clothes shopping for myself, where my default position is so often, it'll do. Perhaps for every area of my life, and not just my professional one, I need to consider whether it's worth asking, is this just a good enough choice, or is it the right one? Wishing you a week of making the best decisions you possibly can. Many thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.